Well, welcome back. Second game on a Friday. This time in Colorado Springs. This time at the Colorado College Arena, the Ed Robson Arena. And I wheeled around. I'll try to do it a little bit more, but it's a beautiful facility. Really nice. So Owen, who is down here, I don't know why he doesn't have a jersey on. Looks like he's putting a helmet on, but he has just his shoulder pads. Owen's dad played here, so that's Peter Senya, and he was a Hobie Baker Award winner before he played for CC, before he went on to play for, I believe, Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the St. Louis Blues. Starting lineup is Lincoln, Caden, Ryan. We get it into their zone. We're playing against the Wasatch Renegades. And they're from the Salt Lake area. They skated out of the zone. I'm way up here in the rafters. So it's kind of far away, but I'll try to keep things zoomed in. In net, featuring Phillip right now. Whistle on an icing, face off down in the offensive zone. And on the Wasatch team is a former player from the Riders from last year, Judge Gloman. He's number 25 in blue, so keep your eyes out for him. And shout out to Judy. There's an opportunity. Caleb gets it into the corner, gets pinned up on the boards. Puck is shaken loose at the hash and skated out by number 25 himself. And shot was fanned on a little bit. Had an opportunity at an open net. Lincoln squirts through a check. Judge jumps up for it. Bjorn grabs the puck and skates it along in front of everybody's bench, and Lincoln tries to get in there, jumps over Bjorn's stick. He backhands it across the blue line. Kane puts a shot, but right into a defender, and their defender flicks it into the defensive zone. Riddick picks it up behind the net, holds it up momentarily. Big outlet pass up to Landon. Landon tries to make a move, chase. Landon still has a shot into the breadbasket of their goalie. Chipped into the near corner. Landon picks it up. So, looks like there's a shot from Lars on the point. Stick save by their goalie. And Kane lets one through. And back check by Chase. Interrupts the potential breakaway situation. Puck is battled for right in front of both teams' bench. Landon puts some good pressure on him, but Wasatch skates it out of their zone and into neutral ice. They backhand it back down into their D, and there's a pickup by Chase. Chase is looking, pushes his kid up into the boards, but Wasatch skates it out. He gets dumped by Kane. Fisher comes in. He backhands it up to Jackson. Jackson holds it. Cross ice pass to Kane. Kane through neutral ice, up off the glass to Colt. Colt chips it down into the corner, and Fisher grabs it. Colt looking for a centering pass, but didn't connect with anybody there. Jackson was trying to get to the middle. Xander, shot and rebound opportunity. Jackson comes out with it. Bounce pass up off the glass to Colt. Whistle going on, and it looks like there was a Wasatch player down, and TJ looks like he's heading to the box. Number 22 on Wasatch was down. And cross-checking on TJ, so we'll be on the kill for 2 minutes. 14:35 remaining in the first period. Shots are even at 2. Face-off is in the defensive zone to Phillips' left. Face-off taken by, looks like Owen, who's now back out there with his jersey on. Puck is up, not out. They hold the line. Jack is out there with Owen and Bjorn and Caleb. Judge Gloman is right here waiting for the outlet. He lets the puck come back. He gets it at the point. Cross ice pass over to his compadre on the other side. And Jack gets it out of the zone. Nicely done, Jack. Owen forces it into the offensive zone. Shot, pad save, and score by Owen. Picked up his own rebound off of that. Puts one on the board. at 14:03 remaining in the first. Riders up by 1. Puck is in neutral ice. Get the score up there. It's obviously not the third period. I'll fix that in a second. Lars, Jackson. Jackson takes it, gets it into the zone, gets met with some resistance, gets tied up, and they take the puck, backhanded across to the far side. Top of the far circle, skated across to the near side. Kid swings around in front of his net. James is putting some pressure on him. He gets a chip of that puck. Jackson backpedals. Jackson looking for an outlet up off the glass, right into somebody's glove, and then we bat it out of the zone. No icing called because we're on the kill. Caden comes out, takes the puck away. Caden has it, gets worked off, putting some good pressure on him, killing a lot of time. 15 seconds left in the penalty. They come out with some speed. Long shot, glove save by Phillip. He holds on for a whistle. Okay, 1-0 on a goal by Owen Senya. And 7 seconds remaining on the man disadvantage. Lincoln is at center. Bjorn, Caden, Xander. Win back. Xander slings it hard along the boards, picked up at the hash by Wasatch. And TJ comes out of the box, picks it up. He moves it up to Bjorn. Bjorn skates around. Bjorn shoots one right into the goalie, and the goalie holds on. 0 rebound coming off of that one. He was looking for probably a rebound because it had 2 guys cutting down the slot, looking to bury that rebound, but goalie did a nice job holding on to that. So full line back out there. Ryan, Lincoln, and Caden up front, and Xander and Bjorn on defense. Face off in the offensive zone to their goalie's right in the far corner. Ryan waiting for the puck drop. He gets removed. Lincoln comes in. Yeah, we scored. Oh, okay. Puck is shot out. It's going to be icing. I won't chase that one and make you dizzy by watching the screen. So there's the board. I'll zoom in on that. 12-17 remaining in the first. 1-0 is the score. We're up by 5 shots to 3. Face-off is in the near circle in the offensive zone. Ryan takes it. Lincoln's just in back of him. Bjorn is in back of him. Puck drop. Lincoln gets it, sends it to Bjorn. Bjorn at the point. Bjorn walks down, top of the hash. Ryan takes over. Ryan behind the net, into the back of the net. Ryan still has it. Looking for Caden. And puck goes off to the top of the circle. Lincoln, just underneath his stick and out of the zone. Bjorn hustles back. Moment of hesitation. Xander swings it right into a defensive or one of their offensive players' sticks up to Lincoln. Lincoln across the red line. Gets in underneath the check. Bottom of the circle. Centering pass gets rubbed off into the corner. They swing it around to the far boards. Lincoln picks it up at the hash. Circles around. Kicks it back to Ryan. And they get it out of the zone. TJ picks it up at center ice. He skates around. He's looking to go in. TJ moves down to the slot. Shot. Nice. Another nice save by their goalie. Holds on to it for no rebound. But good shot by Teach. Good pressure. Taking advantage of a little jump up that he could do. Shots are 6 Riders, 3 Wasatch. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, y'all. That's Owen at the face. Back to Caleb. Caleb down to Landon. Landon still has it, moves it around into the near corner to Owen. Owen backhands it, tries to get it in front, and it gets chipped into the boards. TJ pinches down to the top of the circle, and they swat it out of the zone. Caleb hustles back to grab it and skate it behind our net. He pulls up and looking for the move up the boards to Landon. Landon, outlet pass over to Chase. Chase splits the D, and he's got a breakaway. And he gets picked at the last second. Nice defensive work by that kid. And then he gets reversed by Chase. And Landon picks up the puck. Cuts to the top of the circle. Puck is down low. Comes back up to Lars. Lars near point. Shoots one, but it gets deflected in the near corner. Owen bangs his kid up into the boards. Chase puts a body, and their guy gives it right to Owen. Owen floats it, and oh my gosh, that was so close that it almost went in. It went through the crease. Lars into our zone, gets it up and out, picked up by Wasatch, and into our zone, but they had a number 2-2 was trying to clear, but he was offside. So Jackson, Colt, Riddick are out there, along with Lars and Kane. Keep looking for Judge. Let me see where he is. He's not out there on this line. But face-off is right in front of our bench. Right outside the zone. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson to Lars. Lars turns around. Off the glass. Jackson kicks it down. Loose puck at center ice. Puck is still being swatted at. Jackson gets it. Loses it. Puck squirts loose. Kane picks it up. Goes over to Colt. He gets picked. And they get it into the zone. Kane tries to run his kid into the boards. They have it in the near corner, or the far corner. Goes through the crease, and Jackson gets it out of the zone. Up to the center ice, and Colt is off to the races. Colt. Oh, nice lead, but nobody was there. Good centering pass by him, but we had two guys just behind it. Xander is battling on the far boards. Xander gets punched up into the boards. Colt takes the puck away. He's got Jackson. Nice bounce pass, but good job by their D to interrupt that flow. They kick it back down in the near corner. Riddick picks it up. Big outlet pass, trying to hit Colt. Gets beyond him and goes for icing. So there's a whistle at 9:09 left in the first period. Shots are the same still. 6 us, 3 them. Score is still the same. 1 us, 0 them. Puck is in the near corner. TJ was there. He moves it across to Lars. Lars to Xander. Xander skates up in front of the net, up into neutral ice. Across the blue line. Makes a move around. Xander! Oh, looking for the tuck through the 5-hole. He almost got it. He went end to end. TJ walks in. Shot. Big shot. Nice. Another strong save by their goalie to shut it down. Xander was looking like a forward out there. Making a move around a defenseman, gets to the goalie, tries to tuck it in with a little sneak move there. So that was nicely done. Fisher is out there, Jack and James up on the front end. Bjorn and Caleb on defense. Fisher takes the face-off, wins it back. James has it lost at his feet, but he puts it on his stick, sends one blocker away by their goalie. And not quite out, but then they finally get it out. Caleb puts a body on him and kind of a high hit. I think that was on Judge. Yes, it was. Now, Bjorn out. Cross-ice pass to James. James into the zone. Down to the near corner. Leaves it for Jack Stewart. Jack Stewart walks in. Bounces it around to James. James centering pass to Fisher. Fisher tried to shoot one. Their goalie kicked it aside. And now they're coming out. Picked up by James. James sends it back to Caleb, but it gets underneath his stick and goes all the way back. Caleb circles away from pressure, moves it up to James. James touches it up, but not out of the zone, and it winds up back behind the Riders' net. Bjorn tries to squirt underneath a guy, kicks it over to James. James touches it up to Fisher, and Fisher backhands it down into the zone. Bjorn chases it. Lincoln comes out. Ryan is there. Caden tries to hold the line, but gets beyond him. Number 2-2 comes in, picked up by Ryan. Ryan looking for, wait, Lincoln had to, oh, everybody pulls out of that one. Oh, that was a delayed offsides. That's why everybody pulled away, I guess. Makes sense. Now we're putting the pressure on them. And they're in neutral ice. Good job by Kane, forcing it back into the offensive zone. But they send it up and out. Lars comes back, picks up the little set aside by Phillip behind the net. Looking for some help. Big pass up to Caden. Caden gets it in. Ryan goes. Oh, Caden was trying to hit Ryan on the cut, but it came all the way out of the zone, and it's right in front of the Wasatch bench, which you can't see because I'm not zoomed in well. Kane puts a body on him. Caden takes the puck away. Resets behind the net. Big outlet pass up to Lincoln, gets beyond his stick, and it goes for icing. I don't know if he touched it or not. 6:35 left in the first period. Score is still 1-0. We got a couple more shots in the interim, so shots are 9 us, 3 them. Landon, Owen, Chase out there. TJ Zander on defense. Puck drop. Win back. Zander slaps it up and out. Tried to be gloved down. Landon pulls it to the middle. Leaves it for Chase. Chase tries to make a move around. Their D did a nice job picking his pocket. They swing it up through neutral ice. Nice job by TJ to touch it away. Puck winds up on Zander's stick, and then Landon gets bodied off, but Owen takes it over, and Chase comes down with a little, oh, looking for that outside. I think he hit the post. Nice shot. There's a long shot from Zander, but a glove saved by their goalie. Holding on for a whistle. There's Judge right there. Number 25, X-Rider. Win back. Shot by Chase, blocked by a defender, or actually a wing probably. Ooh, little headman pass interrupted by Tej, but picked up by Wasatch. Cuts to the middle. Puck is loose in front. I think that was a shot on net. I'll have to look and see if they gave it to him. Zander moves the puck up. That'll be icing is waived on that. Chase goes down to the end. He shovels it along to Owen. Owen battles for it, takes it away, chips it over to Chase. Chase in the corner, bounces it back up to Owen. Owen backhands it up to Caleb, who was not on the closed door. There was a defensive change. Bjorn picked it up, sends it up to Owen at the red line. Cross ice pass interrupted and then picked back up by Owen. Owen leaves it for Chase, top of the near circle. Chase sends one. Red basket, holds on. No. We've shot that shot 5 times, and the kid doesn't give up a rebound. And so maybe we can change tactics here, but their goalie's pretty solid, especially when you shoot it right at his chest. Riddick at center. Cole off to his left. Jackson leaves that one for Bjorn. Bjorn cross ice. Caleb just backhand flicks it into the far corner. Colt gets over there. Colt's working it. Colt still has it. Colt comes away with it, but he's getting mugged and rubbed up into the boards, and there is a penalty being called, holding on the Wasatch player. Colt drew that penalty. It will be on the first power play of the day for us, or of the game for us. So Riddick, Lincoln, Landon, Chase, Owen will be the crew right now. Hopefully it's not too far away for you to see. I'm trying to keep it zoomed in enough, but not too zoomed in. There's Judge opposing Owen at center. Whistle, momentary pause, and picked up by Riders. Riders has it, Owen. Owen walks the line. Owen moves it over to Landon. Landon, Lincoln, one-timer, didn't get all of that. Was looking for the slap shot, but it was a little too much. Lincoln at the hash, moves it back up to Owen. Owen walks across again, chips it up to Landon. Landon leaves it for Owen, almost went outside the zone. Owen moves it to Landon. Landon back to Owen. Owen Off to Riddick. Riddick back up to Owen at the point. Walks across. Let's go. Pass it. Moves it to centering pass. Shot. One-timer missed by Riddick. Getting a good setup here, though. Puck is in. Riddick misses that one up and over. Puck was loose in front, picked up by Owen at the blue. Back to Landon. Top of the near circle, bottom of the near circle. And Chase walks in, sends it right into the goalie's chest. Yep, same spot. Back to Landon. Landon walks in, moves it across to Riddick. Got run up a stick and down to Lincoln. Lincoln backhands it to Chase. Nice little play. And it looks like we're going to have a tripping call. Hooking on Chase. We'll be heading to the box. That'll be the end of our man advantage with 42 left. Chase is heading into the box, and it'll be 4-on-4. But that was a nice little move by Lincoln. Backhanded it to Chase, and Chase was right there, but their goalie closed that one down. Face off in the defensive zone to Phillips left, to Phillips right, sorry. Looks like Ryan is out there taking it. Kane picks it up, resets behind our net, sends it to the far boards. Caden chips it to Ryan. Ryan in across the blue line, makes it through a defender and shoots one. Bottom right corner, gets it on the board. Nice shot. Ryan. Nice job at dancing around the D and sending one nice fast shot on the ice. Riders go up by 2. 3:31 left. Shots are now 14-3. Should be, well, it's still 4-on-4. So Kane picks up the puck, moves it, they grab it. Ryan skates back behind our net, and he backhands it around to Lars. Lars pulls it up and skates up the near side boards into the zone. Shot, deflected up and over. He got another crack at that one, but it's in the corner. Their guy's about to come out of the box to be a man advantage for them. Shot by Ryan, but that one got deflected up and out of play for a really late whistle from that ref. Ryan was going to go track down that puck. And Xander shovels it back to neutral ice to TJ. TJ backpedals. Icing is waived because we have another 57 seconds on the kill. They're setting it up behind the net. Oh, Fisher takes the puck away. Shot. Stick save by their goalie. Nice job by him. And he pursues. They come in offside. They have to reset. Judge leaves it for their defender, and Fisher almost picked off that one again. They do move it into the zone. Shot blocker saved by Phillip, back into the far corner. Judge backhands it up to the kid that should have been at the point, but he wasn't, and so the puck therefore came out of the zone. And Kid comes in with some speed. Shot sticked aside, right out in front. Big juicy rebound. Jack chips it up and doesn't quite come out of the zone. Xander gloves it down, gets bounced up into the boards, but he sent the puck to TJ. TJ's sending it around up off the dasher, chipped up to Jack. Jack tries to get it to Chase, from Chase. Chase is heading off. Number 2-2 Slater makes a nice little move, and he sends a shot, but it misses wide right. Judge picks it up. Skates around a guy, he's got it back behind the net, moves it to the outside. Judge cross ice pass over to the D, who's not quite ready again. So I think we need to reevaluate that position. Jackson up off it after that puck. Oh, almost turned the corner on the goalie. Nice job, Jackson. Puck is loose behind the net. Broken stick back there. Colt gets it back up to Caleb at the point. Caleb moves it across to Bjorn. Bjorn sends one, deflected off a defender, bounces off the end boards, and the goalie is able to glove that at the side of the net for a whistle. 47.9 remaining in the first period. Two to zero. Riders coming up on the end of the first. Riddick, Jackson, Colt, and Bjorn and Caleb are out there. I don't know what the holdup is. Looks like they're finally going to drop it. Win back by Riddick. Bjorn has it, moves it to Jackson. Jackson, bottom of the circle. He backhands it around to the far side. Caleb chips down, or skates down, and they kick it around to the near boards. Held in by Bjorn. Didn't get it too deep. Jackson's trying to work it deeper. Riddick gets bodied off the puck, and they backhand it up to neutral ice. Picked up by Bjorn, and that's going to be delayed offside, but Bjorn picks up his own puck and continues. They grab it. Jackson pinches down at the hash. Jackson's looking for some help in front. Jackson moves it up to the point. Caleb sends one off of his knees almost. Comes around to the near side to Colt. And there is a net off, I think. Yes, that's what I do see. It's off on that corner right there. And a whistle comes at 4.5 seconds remaining in the first. Shots are 5 them, 15 us. Same lineup out there. Everybody's the same for the last 4 seconds. And they just kind of hold on to it. Send it up. And there we have the horn. So at the end of the first, Riders up by 2. First goal by Owen. Second goal by Ryan on a nice little hard shot on the ice that went into the right side of the net, right corner. That was pretty nice looking. So okay. Second period, 17 minutes. Starting off with Owen, Lannon, and Chase. Also Kane on defense along with Lars. Puck drop. One back by Riders. Back to Kane. Kane moves it up to Owen. Owen turns and sends it up to Landon. Landon into the zone. Gets batted up. Kept into the zone by a dragging foot from Owen. Winds back over on Kane's stick. Kane takes a shot from the near point. One-timer shot by Owen. Back up to the point. Bounces out of the zone. Kane swings it across to to Lars. Lars up to Chase. Chase in, leaves it for Landon. Landon shoots one. Same spot. Goalie holds on. No rebound. And Wasatch changes line, but we don't after a 40-second shift. Just Xander and TJ on defense. Same forwards. In the offensive zone to their goalie's left. 16:20 left, up to Tej. Tej sends one through. Oh, off the side. Almost snuck that one through. He holds the line. Gets it back down to Owen. Owen at the hash. Pulls up. Moves it down. Nice tic-tac-toe. Owen moved it to Chase. Chase gave it a little... Oh, nice shot by Xander on a setup from Chase, or from Landon. Xander had pinched down. Moves across back up to Xander at the point again. Xander sends one through. Off of the bar, I think. Xander's on fire today. And puck is in. Lincoln's tries to swirl away from some pressure. Ryan does dump it down deep, and Lincoln goes over to the corner. Ryan, puck is loose. Caden tries to pick it up, but they get it out of the zone. TJ is off to a foot race. Kid walks in looking for a wraparound. Puck is in front. TJ picks it up. He goes in back, and he holds it up momentarily. TJ skates it up, shoots it right up into one of their forwards, and it stays in our zone. Bjorn takes it, skates it. Bjorn moves it up to Caden. It jumps up and into the bench and actually down the hallway. So face-off will be right here in front of the Riders bench, just outside the offensive zone. It's Caden, Ryan, Lincoln across the front. Bjorn and Caleb on defense. Wasatch switches some guys around. New D comes in, number 11. Puck drop, loose. Ryan kicking it ahead to himself. Wasatch grabs it through neutral ice. Caleb had number 12 all lined up off the glass. Ryan meets somebody. Lincoln putting some pressure on. They send it. It's going to be offside, delayed offside, so we have to clear the zone. They skate it up and out. Bjorn forces his guy wide and forces him to dump it. Caleb picks it up, looking for the outlet pass. He moves it across. Chip up. Ryan up to Lincoln. Lincoln centering pass. Can't quite connect with Caden. Back down to Lincoln below the net. Back over to Caleb. Caleb to Lincoln. Lincoln trying to kick it through. They send it on the far boards. And Bjorn pinches down and takes a big crunch. But the kid does get it up and out. Picked up by Caleb. Caleb moves it across to Ryan off the near boards, and he skates backwards. Skates around. Comes up to Caden. Caden's got some space. Caden shoots one. Kick save. Puck in front. Bounces into the near corner. Ryan is there. Picks it up off the hash. Bjorn pinches down. Ryan still has it. Ryan moves it across to Caleb. Caleb sends one. Oh, that hit Lincoln somewhere. Lincoln went down. I thought it went off the post, but it was actually off of Lincoln. And so he's going off the ice. Got hit in the side of the head, maybe in the ear. He went to the bench. Caleb sends one up and out, and that will be yeah, that was on net, so no icing. Their goalie just sticked it. Jackson. Puck is out of the zone. Picked up by Colt. Colt working it backwards towards our net. We're bound behind. Jackson comes out with some speed. He's looking like he wants to go all the way. Makes a move. Comes to the near side. Loses it to Kane. Kane leaves it for Riddick. Centering pass by Riddick. Couldn't quite connect to Jackson. Judge Gloman skates it out into our zone. Pulls up at the blue, looking for help. Sends one through. Kicked away by Kane. Kane near corner. Sends it to the far corner. Jackson gets there. They battle. Hands are up in the air. Puck comes up. Not out there. Colt makes it come out, and he tries to get up and through. Colt's putting some good pressure on him. Puck winds up back down on Phillips' stick, and he sends it up off the glass. Picked up by Colt. skated and through the neutral ice. And we're going to be offsides if that puck goes in. No. James. Fisher going after it. They dump it in. Puck up to James. James tried to get it up and out. Still in the far corner. James still working it. Still trying to get it out, but we can't. Finally, Fisher gives it to James. James gets it out, turns it over. And Wasatch comes in. Long shot, but just goes wide right of the net. Into the near corner. 2-2 picks it up. Tries to get it back to his center, but 2-2 has it. Looking for a shot. He sends one. Saved by Phillip. Puck is in the near corner. Comes up to Jax. Jack Stewart has it. Skating it through neutral ice. Backhands it around. Leaves it for James. James has it. Leaves it for Fisher. Fisher walks in. Shot. Gets deflected. James was dumped. He gets up. Battling on the boards. Fisher bangs it back. They go far side. Oh, nice job by Jack. Jack leaves it for Xander. Xander looking for another shot. Xander moves it across to TJ. TJ, top of the circle. Sends one hard. Goalie holds on. Couldn't quite split the 5 on that one. 11:09 remaining in the second. We probably got 3 minutes until halftime. 19 shots for us, 6 for them. Face-off win back by Owen. Comes back to TJ. They get it out of the zone and then kick it into ours. Owen deflects that one. TJ picks it up. He goes way cross ice over to Landon. Landon's twirling around. Can't quite get it. Owen looking for a centering pass. Chase. Through the crease. Who was that? That was Bjorn. Sent it through. Landon picks it up. Goes over to Bjorn again. Bjorn, top of the circle. Looking to go backdoor. Shot. Nice pass from Bjorn over to Owen. Owen gets number 2. Riders go up by 3. That was a nice backdoor opportunity. Good look by Bjorn to an open Senya, who put it into the open side of the net. And Riders get another one. Chase takes it in. Behind the net, Chase leaves it for Owen. Centering pass. Chase gets the shot off, but doesn't make it through. Owen is pursuing. Kid walks behind the net. Bounce pass up to his winger, Judge. Actually the center. Judge passes it to the far side. And takes a shot, blocked by Xander. Then taken, and the Riders get it out, but can't quite get the momentum going. Picked up by Wasatch. Circled around in their zone. Kid does a nice little bounce pass to himself. Skates around everybody. Comes in for a shot. Big rebound. And he makes it happen. Who put that in for them? The kid took it all the way out of the zone. Around 2 or 3 of our guys. And then guess who got that one? Number 25. There you go, Judy. There's one. I have no problem putting that one up on the board for you. Okay, sorry about that. I was talking there for a minute without having the mute off. So, just talking about some good passes, etc. But it looks like that will be halftime. Buzzer sounds. Looks like, I don't know what they're doing. Are they saying that we have to continue to play right now? It's kind of what it looks like because they're not bringing the ZAM out here. They really need to do the ice. Let's go. Halftime. Yep. Everybody's heading to the locker room. So, at the end of the first half, with 8:42 left in the second period, they're going to bring out the Zamboni. Teams are heading to the locker rooms. They're going to redo the ice, which looks beautiful, by the way. I mean, not right now, but it looked beautiful at the beginning. And it will look beautiful after they get it done again. Okay, well, that's that. Score 3-1. 1 by Judge for them, 2 by Owen for us, 1 by Ryan for us. 22 shots to 8. So keep your eyes on the screen. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Thanks for watching.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Getting ready for the second half. Everybody stretches their legs a little bit. On the ice, a little skate, a little stretch.
Owen, our other goalie, is over there. Philip is down, getting his crease ready. Making it just the way he likes it. The other team is stretching out, doing some agility. We're stretching out. So Lincoln had taken a shot from the point. I can't remember who shot it, but took it. I thought it was in his ear, but it was right underneath his ear, so the back of his neck, kind of side to the back of his neck. Cut him open and made him mad.
John,
Unreal. Yep, unreal. Owen Chase Lannon out there with Caleb and Bjorn. Wasatch comes up through neutral ice. Bjorn bodies him off. Caleb bounce pass up. Lannon tries to get it. High stick. Glove down by Caleb. He takes a body to body. Picked up by Owen. Owen tries to get it up and out. It's touched. Chase to Landon. Landon backhands it. Tries to backhand it. Doesn't make it through. Past a defender. And it winds up in neutral ice. Backpedaling is Bjorn. Bjorn moves it far side to Caleb. Caleb sends it up. Icing is waved. Wow, that was way off. So way long icing because that was touched back by the blue line. Back to TJ. TJ up off the glass into the zone deep. And Landon goes off after it. Picked up by Wasatch. Caden puts some pressure on. Ryan comes in. Ryan, top of the circle, shot. Misses wide. TJ backhands it down. Lincoln backhands it back to TJ. TJ at the point, walks it across. Xander. Xander at the near circle, sends one right into a defender. Caden is there. Lincoln takes it away. Ryan gets it. Goes down to the corner, backhands it around to Caden. Caden in the near far corner. Caden leaves it for Ryan. Ryan back up to TJ at the point. TJ sends one through. Lincoln lifts up a leg, hoping to get the screen. TJ backhands it to Lincoln. Lincoln battles Ryan. Centering pass. Caden. Caden shoots it. Blocked in front. Xander keeps it alive. Picked up again by Ryan. Ryan walks across the center. Ryan far side. Down to TJ. TJ comes up to Lincoln. Lincoln sends one in. Goalie saves it. No rebound. All right. Good movement. Got a shot. 6:38 remain in the second. Riddick, Colt, Kane, Lars, Jackson out there for this shift. Puck drop. Back behind. Colt interrupts it. Bats it down. Jackson kicks it to the far boards, and they send it up into neutral ice. Kane grabs it in front of our net, circles behind the net, and leaves it for Riddick. Riddick moves it back over to Lars. Lars at the bottom of the circle skates it up. It's got a little room. Lars across the red, across the blue, into the offensive zone. Bottom of the circle sends one toward the net. Gets kicked back up to Kane. Kane keeps it alive. Kane was thinking about shooting it, but then, he almost kept it in. Comes back out to neutral. Lars, cross ice over here to Colt, but apparently we're offside. So whistle is blown. James, Fisher, Jack, along with Caleb and Bjorn on defense. Face off just outside the offensive zone on the far side. Puck one back. Bjorn slings it down hard into the zone, comes up to the near boards. Jack bangs it around, and Wasatch have a 2-on-1 going the other way. Comes in, shot, saves into the corner by Phillip. Kid still has it. Bjorn takes it away, gets tripped. Where's the call? Oh, there's the call. Yeah, he raised his hand pretty late, so we're going to be on the power play. Bjorn drew that one. So he goes to the box, which just happens to be the same door as the tunnel. So I thought for a second he was heading off, but it was only a trip, not a fighting. Owen, Lincoln, Chase, Riddick, and Landon out there. Riddick takes the face off. Puck is one back to Senya. Senya at the point, walks across the blue line, moves it across over to Landon. Landon over to Lincoln. Lincoln sends one, gets deflected wide. Puck is in front. They get it and golf swing it out of the zone back to Phillip. Phillip holds it up for Landon. He kicks it back around to Owen. Owen resets at the goal line, moves it up to Chase. Chase across the red. He's got Riddick. Riddick back to Chase. Chase behind the net. Had Lincoln there cutting. Moves it back up to Senya at the point. Over to Landon. Landon top of the circle. Sauce pass. Waist high. Lincoln picks it up. Gets it back to Senya at the point. Gets it down to Landon, who sends it around to the near boards. Riddick backhands it down to Lincoln. Lincoln gloves it back up to Riddick. Riddick bounce passes it up to Owen at the near point. Back to Riddick, top of the circle. Backdoor interrupted. Looking for Chase, but their defenders pick it up. They go for a line change. We go for a line change. Jacob Anderson out there is number 29 on the Wasatch team. He was another ex-rider. Owen to Caden. Caden sends one. Goalie holds on. No rebound again. So as I was saying, Jacob Anderson is number 29 right there. An ex-rider who played with us. So those two teammates came from Utah to play with us. Ooh, there's a shot off the face-off by Caden. Missed. Banged down around by Bjorn. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan circles around. Double clutches. Far point. Moves it back to Bjorn. Bjorn walks down to the top of the far circle. Bjorn at the dot. Shovels one in. Goalie couldn't corral that one. It comes back up to Ryan. Ryan back to Caden. Caden to Lars. Lars to Caden. Caden walks in. Shot. Deflected. Loose puck. And, oh, man, Bjorn almost got that one. Somehow it just got deflected wide. Jackson is out there. Ryan has it. Power play is coming to an end. Guy comes back out onto the ice. They're at full strength. Ryan still has it. He gets run up into the boards, and the puck is taken away. And why? Why? Number 2-3 was a little too antsy. Maybe he didn't realize the power play was over, or his penalty kill was over. And he sends it for icing at 3:21 left in the second period. 27 shots to 9. We're troubling them. Fisher takes the face this time. Jack Stewart is there. He overskates that one going in. Wasatch comes out. Xander picks it up in neutral ice. Xander backhands it. Nicely done over to TJ. TJ up the boards to James. James gets it back to Tej. Tej sends it deep just beyond their goalie. He lets that one float to the near boards. Jack picks it up at the hash. Fisher comes in to try to grab it away. And Fisher has it. Gets bodied off, and they get it up. Xander takes it, circles around outside away from pressure, and then Jack sends it into the zone, but not too deep. They backhand it down, and Xander goes and wins that battle. Leaves the puck for Fisher. Fisher has to fight his own battle. He backhands it around to TJ behind our net. TJ resets, looks for where the pressure is going to be coming from, and then he goes the other way. Moves it up to Xander. Xander, top of the near circle. Wide side to TJ. TJ skates it out of the zone. TJ holding on. Big pass up. Kid touched it for Jack. Jack circles around, loses an edge at the hash mark. Wasatch takes it away, backhands it to the far side and skates it out of the zone. Dumps it down deep into our zone. Jumps over Philip's stick, comes to the near boards. Judge Gloman is there, picking up the puck. Chase grabs it, gets it through and into their zone, and he chases Owen, Landon, Kane. Lars is out there. Goalie has dropped his stick, but now he reaches down to pick it up. Kane cross ice and bangs it down into the far corner, and it swings up to the near boards. Puck is where? On those boards. Kane is working it. Kane bangs. They get it up. Owen grabs it. Owen sends one through, kicked aside by a defender. Chase has to work for it, but they send it up, not out. We are able to keep it alive. Owen walking in, top of the circle. Far circle. Skating around. Backhands it, one-time shot to Landon. Nice save by their goalie. And then Chase bangs with their defender. That was good movement. Good opportunity. Caden, Lincoln, Ryan, Caleb, Bjorn on defense. Lincoln gets moved. Caden comes in. Puck is won back by Wasatch. Lincoln gets in the corner. Ryan tries to pull it out. He does. He gets it behind the net. Ryan looking for the pass up to Caden, but it goes right to a Wasatch player. They touch it up into the zone. Picked up by Bjorn. Bjorn moves it up to Lincoln. Lincoln leaves it for Ryan, and Ryan got bodied off. Lincoln chases it hard into the near corner. Comes around with some speed. Walks across. Moves it over to Bjorn. Bjorn far side. Goes to the bottom. Bjorn. Lincoln goes to the boards. Tries to reverse somebody. Puck comes back. Bjorn is at the bottom. Bjorn with the puck. Ryan sends one. Goalie saves it. No rebound. Went, I think, right behind his blocker. 33 seconds remaining in the second period. Line change for everybody, both teams. Jacob Anderson takes the face-off for Wasatch. Riddick, height for the Riders. Jackson gets it to Colt. Colt walks in, tries to shoot, gets deflected. Puck comes up, not out. Jackson sends one through, chipped. Oh, nice chip shot by Colt from Jackson. Jackson causes another turnover. He sends one through, glove save, but there is a rebound off of that goalie's glove. Comes up to the point. TJ keeps it alive. TJ walks down top of the circle. Oh, back. Oh, looking for Jackson on the back door. Jackson gets it in front, off the side of the net. Good opportunities being created by this line. And there is the buzzer. At the end of 2, Riders up by 2. Scores 3 Riders, 1 Wasatch. 30 shots for us, 9 for them. Okay, here we go. Last period. What time is it here? Coming up on 7, quarter to 7. Riddick, Jackson, Colt. Colt swings it back to TJ. TJ leaves it for Jackson. Jackson gets into the zone. He keeps moving. Makes a nice move to the inside and shot into the goalie, who holds on for a whistle. Yep. He's getting good at those saves. Nice opportunity created by Jackson. Beats his guy around and makes a clear beeline to the net. And their goalie is holding them in it, obviously, at 31 shots. He's let in 3, so he's right at about a 90, right? Not bad. Who was that off their knees? Trying to make it happen for Wasatch. Xander circles to the near boards, leaves it for Jackson. Jackson tries to dance around a kid. Colt has it, goes wide side over to Riddick. Riddick picks off the bounce pass. Riddick sends one, saved by their goalie, up into the boards. There was a high hit on one of our players who is down, and that's Colt on the ground, and the kid ran him hard into the head. Colt is spinning around a little bit. Looks like he's trying to get up, but better give himself a second. He got slammed. And well, they're debating it, but I think they should call a penalty. That was a pretty bad hit. Colt comes off under his own power. Fisher is out there with James and Jack. Stewart. Yeah, the kid does go to the box. One, two, three, four, 5. So they've got to have one kid come off. So that was a penalty, just like I suspected. Number 2-3 heads to the box for 2 minutes. But they need to get one of their players off. Oh, that's a 2 and 10, so there's the guy joining them. It's weird that they didn't put up any hands or anything. Now they have 4 skaters out there. Judge Gloman takes the face off against Riddick. Puck is won back. Owen has it at the near point, leaves it for Landon. Landon back to Owen. Owen moves it down right into the goalie's breadbasket again. Easy save. This win back. Shot one-timer. Landon to Chase. They get it up and out. Actually, it hit somebody in the Wasatch box, or their bench, sorry. So the puck stays in the zone. Face-off is down to their goalie's left. Riddick will be at center again. Judge steps out of the center position for Wasatch. Riddick drops, comes back. Owen has it. Owen, bottom of the far side, circles around, leaves it for Landon. Landon walks in, moves it across to Riddick. Riddick finally gets a shot. Lincoln sends one up, doesn't go out of play. Leaves it for Senya. Senya walks down. Chase looking for a backside. Moves it back up to Landon. Landon back to Owen. Owen down to Riddick. Far circle. Chase puts it in. Good movement. 4-1 Riders on the power play. Chase from Riddick. Puck into our zone. Bjorn Moves, tries to get Jack. Kid sends one to the near corner. Kane reverses. We get it up, not out. Goes down behind the net, picked up by Bjorn again. He comes near boards, comes around to James. James gets it. Tries to hit Fisher, and there's a turnover with the shot. Jacob Anderson shot that one. Nice job, Jacob, being aware. Turned a little turnover into an opportunity for them. Fisher backhands it to James. James tries to get through, picked up by Wasatch and skated behind the net, taken the other way. Nice interception by Fisher. Fisher leaves it for James. James pulls up at the hash. Centering pass, tries to get it up, and it comes up to Caleb, and he overskates that one. It's a 3-on-1 going the other way. Bjorn is there. Oh, number 96 fans on it. They had a good setup, but kid got a little overexcited and couldn't quite connect with the puck, unfortunately for him. Fortunately for us. Jackson gets off with some speed. He gets rubbed up into the boards, but he comes away with the puck. Jackson looking for help. Loses the puck. They send it cross ice to the near side boards. Riddick goes down, but they bang it up and out of play for a whistle. 13:50. Looks like nope, not running clock. Right now, goal differential is 3. So it's Xander and TJ on defense, Jackson, Colt, and Riddick up front. Win back, out of the zone. TJ has it. Back pedals. TJ up the boards to Xander. Xander backhands it into the zone. Their kid is still on the 2 and 10. Colt has it. Walks down the middle. Looking for help. Sends it around. Shot just wide of the net. Jackson looking for the rebound, and he had an opportunity, but he got there a quarter of a second too late. Oh, man. Big hit by Colt. TJ moves it across to Xander. Xander, slap shot, loose puck in front. Uncharacteristically, the goalie lets that one come out. But they skated up, turn it over at the red line, and take some hits. TJ bodies one. Xander backpedals away from pressure and backhands it up and not out. Number 2-2 Slater. And then Xander puts a body into him. They leave it for Riddick. Riddick gets hit from behind into the boards. No penalty. Not a bad hit, though. Kid golf swings at it to try to get it into the zone, and TJ picks it up and sends it to the near boards. Up and out. Looking for Lincoln. They get it back down into our defensive zone. TJ circles back to the near boards. Backhands it up to Lincoln. Lincoln gets hit from behind. Interference. Penalty coming. Ryan. Delayed penalty. Ryan shoots it. And rebound. Yep. Cross check into Lincoln from behind. So we'll be on the power play again at 12:25 remaining in this third period. Riders 4, Wasatch 1. Shots are 40-9, so not only trebling, we're quadrupling in the shot department. But again, their goalie is letting 4 on 40, so that's what, 90%. That's a 900. Nobody's going to complain about that. That's pretty solid. And he has been solid. He's been stopping tons of our shots and not giving up any rebounds, so he's been looking good. Ryan is out there, Colt and Caden and Bjorn and Lars. Win back. Lars has it at the point. He walks across to the far side, moves it down to Ryan. Ryan backhands it to Lars. Lars gets it down to Caden. Caden sends it in front. Colt was there, couldn't connect. Picked up by Wasatch. Bjorn does a nice job at keeping it alive in the zone, and he gets it down to the hash marks. Gets rubbed into the boards. Caden comes in to help him. Nice job by Bjorn to keep that one in. Caden back to Bjorn. Bjorn moves it across to Lars. Lars walks in. Shot deflected by somebody. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan dances at the far hash. He leaves it down there for Caden. Caden in the corner. Turns it. Oh, nice job by Lars to keep it alive from momentarily, and now it's a 2-on-0 going the other way. And backhands it in. Wasatch gets another one on the boards. Nice shorthanded opportunity for number 2-2. Put that one in with a nice little backhand. Sater or Slater. And they cut the lead to 2. Riddick, puck drop, Chase. So it's Riddick, Chase, Lincoln, Owen, and Landon. So we're still on the power play. We've got a minute left. Lincoln splits the D, comes to the near hash, leaves it for Landon to Owen to Landon to Owen to Landon. Walks in, shot, kick saved by their goalie, picked up by their D and sent out. Owen chases back. Puck held up by Phillip. Leaves it for Owen. Owen moves it up to Chase. Chase tries to shoot, gets deflected, picked up by Landon. Landon moves it back up to Owen. Owen in the middle. Owen around. Owen still has it. Loses the zone. And gets kicked all the way back down to our side. 12 seconds remaining. And loses an edge. Puck is picked up by Wasatch and then sent behind the boards. The penalty is over. Their guy comes out of the box. It's 5-on-5. Landon gets past his guy and into the zone. He drop passes it for Chase. Chase gets it over the glove and hits the crossbar. Xander sends one down to Chase. Chase at the bottom of the circle. Leaves it for Lincoln. Lincoln looking for help behind the net. Lincoln sends it up to Xander again. Xander backhands it down. Chase chips it behind the net. Lincoln is battling with somebody. No, that's not Lincoln. That was Riddick. Riddick's going to get a call. Meanwhile, Wasatch not giving up. Oh, shoot. The kid goes hard into the boards. Ouch. Oh, man, that one hurt. Xander, I don't think he really hit him or pushed him, but he's heading to the box anyway. We got 2 kids going into the box. Owen goes down the hallway. I'm not sure why, but Xander and Riddick are going to be in the box, and the Wasatch kid is not off his knees yet. He luckily was able to get himself straightened out before he hit the boards, but I'll tell you what, he went in hard, and the coach comes out to help him. He hit with maximum speed, I'll tell you that. And he's up, fully straightened up on his knees. And the medic comes out to assist as well. They still have 1 kid in the box, the 2-10 kid that had hit Colt behind that guy. And then we've got 2 being Riddick and Xander. So he's on his feet. Nice job, kid. And that's tough. He was not giving up. He's skating all right. Man, that's a dinger. He went in full body into the boards. Hard. So it's going to be 5-on-3. Looks like Caleb, Lincoln, and Bjorn are going to be holding down the 3 situation end of the deal. Looks like Jack is going over to the box maybe for a 2-10 on Xander. And then Owen is coming out of the box and across the ice. I don't know what he was getting in the locker room, but it's a 5-on-3. Xander in for 2, Riddick in for 2, but I think Xander probably went for a 2-10. Lincoln back over to the near point, back up to the top. Nice chip by Lincoln. Nice job by Bjorn. Lincoln loses an edge. Bjorn goes down. Lincoln's taking a cross check to the back. They grab the puck. Lincoln does a nice job deflecting it, and Caleb sends it down to the far end, held up by the Wasatch goalie. We have 3 in the box. They have 1. Jack sitting the 2 for. Nice job. Caleb sends that one again. Kid left it for him. Back down to their goalie, 9:03 remaining in the third period. Shots are 41-10. Wasatch gets into the zone, leaves it. Senya's out there now. Same defense. Owen has it. Owen's probably going to hold on to it. It pulls around. Backhands it across to Caleb. Caleb sends one. Oh, man, almost clipped that top corner of the net. Whew. That was a hell of a shot. Didn't. It was a little bit high, but it was a good one. Wasatch behind our net. Bjorn causes a turnover, sends it up the far boards, and held in by Wasatch. They bring it to the near point. Back up to the middle. Kid looking for a shot. Ooh, chipped. Tried to pull it around. Net is off, but they're not blowing the whistle. Not off by very much. Nice job by Phillip to keep that one. They're not blowing. Everybody's saying net's off, but they're not blowing the whistle. And we get it up and out. Phillip may be able to adjust the net, but now I know the ref goes over to pull that back into place. 7 seconds left. And then we'll have 2 kids come out. 2 kids being Jack and Riddick. Xander sitting for the rest of the game. Back to Jackson. Jackson across the blue line into the offensive zone. Hash mark centering pass to Jack. Oh, almost had an opportunity there. Riddick overskates that one. They get it up. Jack bats it down. And then swung down into our zone by Wasatch, picked up by Lars. Lars moves it across to Jackson, loses it at his feet for a moment. He gets it back to Lars. Lars resets behind our net. Jackson comes out with it, pulls it to the middle, skates up to the far side of the boards, and then sends it down into the zone, held up by the Wasatch goalie. Riddick gets there and pokes it into the near corner. Nobody there to pressure. We're on the kill, remember. I think we're still a man down, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we've got 5 out there. So Colt behind the net with the puck. Trying to get it off his feet. Centering pass. Almost hits James. Gets out of the zone. Kane sends it deep and then goes off. So they skated up and out with a freebie. Ooh. They get it into the zone. Kids cuts to the middle on the backside. Kick saved by Phillip. Nice shot by them. Out of the zone. Held down by their D and then sent down deep. 12 shots now they have. They've gotten a couple in the last little bit. Fisher. TJ behind the net. TJ goes far boards. Up off the boards, and Colt tries to get it up and out. Can't quite do so. Caleb takes over. He swings it to TJ. TJ's battling at the near hash marks. James comes in to take it away. Goes behind the net and swings it up to the far boards. But the kid sends it through. Oh, man, that was tipped and just misses the net. Phillip had to stretch out that right leg. Finally, we get it out. James had to cross the red line, cross the blue line. Going to be offside by Fisher on the near side. He couldn't hold it up anymore. 5:40 remaining in the third, which I have not changed, which I will do now, sorry. So you kind of get what you pay for, as you see. Okay, third period. Puck drop. Lincoln is out there with Caden and Ryan. Defense is Bjorn and Kane. Kane sends it back down, gets over Caden's stick, comes into the near corner. Lincoln grabs it, sends it back to Ryan. Ryan gets it back to Lincoln, and Caden shoots it, saved by their goalie. Lincoln chips it back down. Ryan goes for it in the far corner. Ryan circles around. Ryan has it on the boards, gets pinned up. He's got 2 guys on him. Caden comes in, bats down. Wasatch skates it out of the zone while they just barely get it out. They get it back to Kane. Kane backpedals, sends it up, bounce pass. Can't hit anybody on our team. They flick it up and out, airmail it. Bjorn shakes one guy off, moves it up to Lincoln. Lincoln Gets it to Ryan. Ryan gets into the zone. Leaves it for Lincoln. Lincoln cuts to the middle. Lincoln through the middle, sends one. Shot and saved by the goalie. No rebound. Another one of those shots. Their 10-minute guy comes out of the box, so he'll get back in the game with 4:35 remaining in the period. Xander will be sitting over there for the rest. Yeah. Owen wins it back to Lars. Lars at the point. Moves it over to Chase. Chase walks in, top of the circle. Leaves it for Owen. Owen goes down behind, centering pass. Doesn't connect with anybody except for Wasatch. They get it up and out. Owen gets tripped up. Puck is loose. Kid goes in. Shot gets deflected up by... Oh, there's another hit from behind. And Lars will be heading to the box. Maybe... I don't know if it'll be a 2-10. It wasn't a real hard one, but it was definitely, just a cross-checking from behind, and he'll be in the box joining Xander. So we're filling up the penalty box with D. And we'll spend half of the rest of the game on the kill. 4:12 left on the clock. 2 minutes of a penalty kill. Chase, Caleb, and Owen at center. Back to Bjorn. Bjorn behind the net. Bjorn sends it, tries to get it up and out, but it was right into a Wasatch player. And Bjorn picks it up. He gets it up to Owen. Owen comes wide, makes a move around near corner. He has it. He moves it back up to Caleb. Caleb skates back out of the zone. He moves it across to Bjorn. Bjorn back to Caleb. We're just trying to kill some time. Back to Bjorn in our zone. And then Bjorn finally sends it way down. Oh, Landon comes out hard and almost gets an opportunity for a shot there, but he's battling in the far corner. 3:34 remaining. Wasatch picks it up and skates up the far boards into our defensive zone, and Landon does a nice job picking a pocket, and Caleb comes away with it. Caleb, centering pass, looking for Jackson on the far side. Almost hit him in. Oh, shit. Jackson goes in hard, but he's going to be able to get up, I can tell. Yeah, no call on that one, but that was, man, he was riding Jackson into the boards. That was pretty egregious. That was definitely a penalty. Landon putting some forward pressure. Jackson gets his revenge on number 2-2. Dumps him. They backhand it. Nice job by Kane to pick that pocket and keep the puck in neutral ice. 2:40 remaining. 30 on the power play. Jack Stewart is out there putting some pressure on. We've got 4 out there, being TJ, Jack, Fisher, and Kane. Shot. Puck is loose in front. Nice save by Phillip. Picked up by TJ. Backhanded up, not out. TJ grabs it again. TJ sends it hard up off the boards. Jack puts it up and out of the zone. Goes down into the far zone in the offensive zone at 2:12. Fisher puts some forward pressure on. Circles behind the net. They outlet it to the near side. James comes in and almost picks that one up. Jack chips that one to Fisher. Fisher leaves it. What? So that must have been offside. I'm not going to argue that. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the game. Score is 4 us, 2 them. Scores from us came from, in order, Owen, Ryan, Owen, Chase on a power play. Timeout called by somebody. Everybody skates to their respective bench for a little pep talk in the last 2 minutes of the game. Xander's still over there in the penalty box. Okay, obviously taking their time getting this game back underway. .44 shots, 4 let in by their goalie. Obviously over the 90% mark. Probably 91, 92, something like that. Chase works around, loses the puck. Caleb forces his guy wide. Drops it back to the point. And shot. Kicked down by Chase. Chase is getting out of there. Oh, nice defensive move. That was actually by Judge. Really nicely done there, Judge. Picks Chase's pocket. Avoids a opportunity on net. Puck is up to Owen. Owen leaves it for Caleb, and out of the zone it comes. Bjorn picks it up and gets back into our zone. Moves it up to Landon, and then he chips it up into our bench. So 1:08 left in the game. Caden up there with Lincoln and Ryan. Lars and Kane on defense. Face off at center ice. A little Michael Jackson here. I'm pretty sure. I hope it goes off. Not a fan. No offense to you who are. Big shot, save, rebound, another shot picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln is going. Lincoln moves it in, and puck is in front. Puck is still loose, picked up by Wasatch, sent up and out of the zone in neutral ice. Lincoln tries to create a turnover. They send one in, shot goes wide, 37 seconds left. Lincoln is off to a breakaway. And he gets it. Nice job, Lincoln. Puts up number 5, or just, I guess Ryan may have gotten that one from Lincoln's shot. Looks like Ryan went through first. I couldn't quite see what happened. But nice job, boys. 30 seconds remaining. Opportunity created by Lincoln, drove the net, shot, rebound, put in. One of the few rebounds that their goalie, ref says my bad. He dropped the puck, but it never hit the ice. I think it got stuck in his shirt or his pocket or something. It was weird. Puck win back. TJ Bjorn moves it up not too far. Fisher's out there with James. James works for the puck, comes away with it. James, 17 seconds remaining. James, put it on net, baby. Leaves it for Fisher. Fisher makes a cut to the middle and doesn't get a good shot off. Jack backhands it up to TJ at the point. TJ sends one in. Puck is deflected in front, actually, by Fisher. And Wasatch outlets it. TJ bangs it back down into the offensive zone. And that will do it. Riders finish this one out. Score of 5-2. Phillip goes down, gets tripped by somebody. But shots were 48-15. I'm going to give you a little quick view of that. 48-15, final score 5-2. Riders played well. It was good to play against some ex-teammates from Utah. Shout out to all the Utah folk watching. Thanks for a good game. Hope your little guy, number 12, that was this kid right here. Looks like he's doing all right. He was the one that was run into the boards. So good luck to y'all in the rest of the tournament. We play tomorrow Seattle. I think you guys, the Wasatch team, played him last night. So good luck to everybody in the rest of the tournament. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for your support of the Riders. And as always, go Riders.